people can't. It's what is it?
What, you think he got fucking offended by me looking up?
They identify.
Calling him gay.
It's like, what's the word? They can.
But either way, yeah, he's a fucking snowflake. And you can't say nothing.
X. If you don't identify as a gender, then you are.
Look, I don't give a fuck what gender you are, yeah? You just got to have a conversation.
Sound like the teacher at school that's like that. He didn't identify. He was a supply teacher, and he didn't like to be called. He looked like a man, but he didn't like to be called sir. But he obviously didn't want to be called miss, and they had to call him X.
What?
And obviously, like teenagers, they were just ripping.
X marks the fucking spot.
Yeah, he was, yeah. And yeah, so.
Look, that's the thing, though. You hear about this, is like with me and Doc were talking about this. That's the thing. You always hear about geezers having their bits changed into women, yeah, right? You never hear about a woman having a thing sewed onto them, do you?
Well, Chris actually knows somebody that
is
a female turned into
a
male, isn't she?
Yeah.
Really?
She's the only one that I've ever heard of, though.
What do they do?
They turn their insides out basically, and because
just give you loads of hormone tablets and that.
Yeah, and you grow.
So you grow a beard, and then
Click grows into a little penis.
I suppose you get your breast removed, and then whatever else,
Yeah, it's Tyler. She was when we were like, I don't know, 17, 18 and that, she was like stamping on people's balls and shitting in their mouths for money and that.
Dominatrix.
And she was Kaylee. Kaylee, her name was.
You know some mad people.
Slowly turned into Tyler.
You know some crazy people.
I know a lot of crazy people.
All walks of life.
And they all love me for some reason, and I always have to question who I am. Why do I only know these nutters? These like people you spot a mile away.
But yeah, it's definitely more common for the male to female.
Yeah.
It's more common.
It's like they did a study on it. Like, I remember when BBC Three was a thing on preview and that, and still around and that. Remember the geezer that played like Captain Jack Harkness on that fucking?
That whiffed up.
Yeah, he like they did a test and that to see like
Captain Jack and Doctor Who.
Yeah, the one that was on that spin-off on the Doctor Who.
Was that Barrowman?
Yeah, Barrowman.
Torchwood.
Yeah, Barrowman.
Yeah. And they put him into an MRI scanner, right? And then they showed him like pictures of female genitalia and then pictures of male genitalia.
And obviously, it's like his brain lit up like a light bulb on the blokes.
Yeah, with the blokes and that, his brain's like fizzing and popping and doing all this mad shit. When women come up, it was like sort of proving, like, it's a bit fucked up, like. And apparently, there's signs that you can look for, like, say you've got two little boys, right, and one little boy likes to roll all his cars up and that, and not knock them into each other and be really precise and that, like, and then the other kids like ramming the fucking cars into walls like little boys do. Apparently, if they don't like ram the cars and that into things, this was a study on BBC Three that they're gay. If they got the toy cars and they roll them all up and they're all neat, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, look, that's like every fucking kid born after 2010, isn't it? Really.
Well, that goes to prove that maybe it's not a choice after all. Maybe it is something in the brain.
Well, yeah, that's what it was leading us to say. Like, it's that, like he couldn't.
You are at the end of the day. If you can't, like I say, like, I know a lot. Make sense of a lot of difference. It's like people.
They're for both, so it's just whatever, isn't it?
And they're all just people to me. If they treat me with like nicety and respect, then they get the same back.
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a yob. I wasn't trying to go fucking leathers. No.
No, but it's the overly gay people.
You fucking what?
The ones that are overly camp, like, and just do like overly like talk like that. It's like you don't have to be like that.
Oh, see, I love gays like that. I've got my friend Carl. He's very camp. But I think that's more of a females tend to like that.
Oh, they all do, don't they?
They're quite womanly and they're quite sort of, they are like women, you laugh about stuff the same. But I suppose from a man's point of view, that probably would be annoying to have a man do like that.
But it's just I walked into a pub like with one of the ex-birds, and as I've walked in, this bloke's gone over and he's like one of the waiters, and he's like, "Oh, isn't he a dish? keep hold of him. And for the whole meal, I was just like, what a fucking idiot. Why did he have to say that? Like, why is he had to come and ruin my day? Like, do you know what I mean?
We missed that bit. I turned it down. What was the punchline? Oh, fuck.
Just... Oh, my God.
It's just not meant to happen. I need to put the control down and listen. What was said?
What was said? Oh yeah, I walked into a pub with one of my experts, and like this bloke's come over, one of the waiters, and as I walked in with him, he's going, "Oh, isn't he a dish? Keep hold of him, lovely." And it just ruined my whole life. It just ruined.
But
the whole
I
meal.
heard from Young, yeah, you gotta take it as a compliment, yeah. Genuinely, that's how you got to look at it. If they are like all nice round you, you got to think, well, if a fucking gay likes me, then I must be fucking a bit of alright. You know what I mean?
No, but it makes you feel cagey, and that, like, you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't go over to some bird and say, like some geezer and say, she's fit, mate. Keep hold of that, like. Because you'd be looking, you know what I mean? I'd be looking to get punched.
Yeah, but they can get away with it, can't they? Because they're a different fucking breed. They are a different breed.
Yeah, you get a punch on the nose if you said that.
Yeah, your missus is fire, mate. What? I was only saying, mate.
Well, a lot of them are quite fucking bitchy and that, because my clients, they own this massive fuck off house. And I've done loads of work for them, like they made an Airbnb downstairs in their basement that I've done for them. And then their reviews were like, oh, I can hear them two fucking screaming and shouting non-stop throughout the night. So they're like, oh, could you come and put some soundproofing and that in between? And I said, oh, okay. And another one was like, oh, I can't even stand up in the fucking shower without it like touching my fucking shoulders all the time, on everyone. I had to go and lower the bath because it was a tiny room. But yeah, they are bitchy.
But don't forget, we live in Brighton, so we see a hell of a lot of gays. Hell of a lot of all sorts of people down there.
Well, it's meant to be a good vibe down there. There's meant to be
it's very. Anything goes, you know. No one judges anyone really because you've seen it all. It's just.
I walked round the corner the other day into my local smoking shop, and I always pick up the Cannabis Times or whatever it's called. Free newspaper from them, and I bought all my shit from them over years and years and years. And then I had a little look for their book, and then they said, oh, stand behind the other desk, and I was standing in the fucking vape sales counter, and I didn't have my mask on, and then these fucking yobs came in, and then all flipped their mask off when they looked at me and went, oh, right, yeah, geez, oh, I can't breathe in this shit. And I was like, fucking hell, so I knew they'd fucking think I worked here, so I was just browsing through this fucking book. And then they left that, and then this geezer called Twiddle, he's got like, he twitches his fucking face like all the time, he's got that thing.
But Tourette's,
that squeezy eye thing. Anyway, he comes up with a big fat fucking blunt, and then he goes to the other geezer, like, yeah, and he goes like, yeah. And he's walked out, it's freshly looking fucking blunt. He's walked down the road, smoked it. Everywhere you go, you just smell fucking cannabis and sin.
Yeah, it's great.
Cannabis and sin.
Everywhere in Brighton. It is, it's fucking ridiculous. Fucking hell, like, it's just the contrast of people walking down. I've been walking to that job every day for 6 months from the car park in that short distance across one road. It's all going on. Murders, fucking everything. Like junkies, crackheads, fucking pissheads, goths, fucking business people, fucking pen parties. Even now, like on the lockdown thing, it's just since they announced it, like, and that's just crossing one section of road in Brighton.
That's a section. So where do you live?
I live right in the centre of Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. We've been in Birmingham once, haven't we?
Yeah, we went up there. Cadbury World.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's Bourneville, though.
What part it was now.
There was loads of like Sikh fucking statues.
It's very, it's very Muslim-y, isn't it? Indian up there.
There's bare Asian people that live up there.
So we were shocked. We were like shocked. Like some of the streets were like made into like
memorials and mosques and shit. Like the traffic, like everyone was fucking fucking Asian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they all drive like they're in India as well.
SUVs and all rich. It's
All their
like
shops
fucking
were like
mega rich town. Like.
Asian food shops, mosques everywhere. For fucking
Yeah,
hell,
they kill it. They kill it.
Everywhere.
It's like that's the thing. If you get any drug, the best drug is always from an Asian dude.
Oh, is it?
Shit, seriously, yeah. My
Oh,
dealer,
that's
my
good to
two
know
dealers
if we
are
ever come
Asian.
up.
Asian persuasion.
That's it. Because the best thing is they don't
obviously
dabble in the
taken over.
coke either. They don't dabble in the coke, but they know. Like they make sure they get someone to test it for them, and they own.
Let me. No, I'm just going to turn off the speech and the broadcasting then.
Oh,
Got a bit
stream.
X-rated.
Yeah, I'll delete it. I'm going to have to. So, Doctor got all excited for the game and he didn't make it.
Yeah, come on, look, it's the 100. Saying, it goes live at 8 o'clock. So I came on just before 8 o'clock to have a look at it. And he was online, but he just didn't. I don't know what he was doing. He's probably got on it or something, can he? He don't like talking to people when he's wrecked and that.
Right, get us in the game. I want to see this map.
Yeah, it's yours. You're the host, bro.
What? Since when?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I joined you.
We'll have to do resurgence.
Where's the dance?
Russia, Kosovo.
I had a McDonald's earlier. I had to have a banana milkshake. Oh.
We had a Papa John's just now.
And a fucking big bone in it.
Yeah, a bit of bone in it, fucking pizza.
In your pizza?
On a meat feast.
Fucking massive fucking cartilage in it. Marrowbone.
Papa John's, isn't it?
I don't know, it was fucking a big lump of bone.
Yeah, they usually alright.
What do you prefer, Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
It depends really, I'll be honest with you.
I'm not really a Domino's lover, I don't.
Even with Pizza Hut, you just never fucking know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you have the bangingest, cheesiest, perfectly cooked pizza with anywhere. But a lot of the time you'll be disappointed because it ain't that banging, cheesiest, nicest pizza. So when it's good, it's good. And that's been all of them. And when it's shit, it's fucking horrible. Even Papa John's, I went over to another part of Brighton, went to Port Slade, and to get a Papa John's and for my cousin's birthday. That came like the most fucking bangingest fucking pizza. The thin crust was like tortilla almost. It was crazy. It was loaded.
I used to do used to call double decadence, and it was like two thin crusts, and there was cheese and herb in between. Oh, it was fire. Like two crusts with herb and cheese in the middle, and all the toppings on the top. Oh. Yeah, look, the stadium's been built. When you come in and that, you'll see the stadium's been built and all the Ferris wheel and that looks all new and shit.